Welcome to Medicine Singing's relational phase of our great aspirations, following our dreams. We follow the pattern of breath from pause, inhale, pause, exhale, pause. The map is in you. You can follow it, and you will follow it all throughout the day. So if we have come from exploring what our dream might be in the gestational phase, and we have come to find what we believe is our dream that we're choosing to follow, we entered the gestational phase, and eventually, of course, it's birthing in our individual lives, in the lives of our families and loved ones. The thing about dreams is that they will not live alone. They will shine only if your dream is big enough, bigger than any fear, bigger than any anxiety, bigger than any limitation, bigger than any apprehension you may have. And when your dream is that big, you have the audacity for your dream to become autobiographical. It is infused with your very soul. And so now we find also, when we live that fully in our communities, even organizations will follow the breath pattern. At the pause, just as though, and when we do follow our dream, we begin on the inhale, the expressing of the dream. This is the most specific it can get. In an organization, this is the organization's table of organization. It's who's going to be part of the organization, who's going to hold what positions, what the salaries are going to be. Or if it's personal, it's how I'm going to spend my money and the role that I see that I have in life that I am taking out into the world. At the pause, treasured steps. We have come from baby steps to measured steps, and now treasured steps, because you or the organization, the dream itself now is public. It's coming to light for everyone to see. And so the steps are treasured. What a magnificent gift to be able to be here and to take them and following your dream. What a communal gift for an organization to be clear on its mission and vision and purpose, and to bring that to life in the community. Those are treasured steps. And on the exhale, we dare to live it. This is autobiographical. It is audacious, because when you first said it, you wondered if people thought you had lost your mind. But it was bigger than your fears, bigger than your anxieties, bigger than your limitations, even bigger than your current competencies at the time. And so you dared to live it. Wow. What a possibility. Become reality. Become expressed in treasured steps that we dare to live in our broader communities. The dream will not remain cloaked. The dream will only shine in community, in our tribes, in our cultures of origin, for the transformational gift that it brings. Now in the relational phase, in the expression of the dream, specifically in our individual lives, how we use our time and money and resources and relationships, we are calling on all those who can support us in this process. At the pause, the treasured steps are the measured steps that we began long ago to begin to dream. They're treasured steps because the dream is up and running at this phase of the breath. We are daring to live it. So we have come from this place where, since the beginning of time, you will second guess yourself. You will question the dream. Others may still question the dream, and often do. Breathe. Follow the pattern. Don't be afraid. And when you are, breathe and keep taking the steps. Maybe starting with some new baby steps in an emerging new dream. This is the phase. Because here, what happens is we either begin to gestate a new dream that is soon to dawn upon us and our communities. At some point in time, we also honor the fact that dreams sometime past their gestational phase and past the stage of life are also allowed to die. That the dream in the form we have known will end. Needless to say, this takes as much courage as it does to live the dream. To let the dream die when it has its time and has lived its life fully. Breathe. Don't be afraid. It's been this way since the beginning of time. You can honor the death and dying of an organization. You actually plan it ahead of time as necessary. Or you give hostility to it. It will still have its way. Breathe. And don't be afraid, even in the dying of it. Because always, like you experience and I experience each day, there is a pause that will then again begin with another inhale. And we may find ourselves in another wave of the unfolding dream, the aspirational dream, not of us, but of the universe, that is coming in and through us in this marvelous gift in the relational phase. All three phases honored, blessed, gifted to us. And when that time comes to honor our own individual death and dying and letting go of the robe of many colors, we will be able to say, this has been a good life. It has been an honorable life. How glad I am I followed my dream. How glad I dared to say it. How glad I was that I dared to show it. And I have no regrets on how I've lived it. And this is good medicine. Thank you for being part of Medicine Singing. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your life. If you are interested in further, more detailed information in the processes of these three phases, look to our webmaster. He'll guide you about how to find it. Until then, stay tuned.